Never tell your current company where you plan to go after resigning. Ever. I believe my current company called the place I was leaving to work at and sabotaged me 10 days before my start date. I was told concerning issues were brought to light. References were blamed, but I followed up with all of them and they said there was no chance. They changed their mind from something they said. Now, my current company says I could stay, but that suddenly everyone is complaining about me, and my boss said she couldn't find anyone who was willing to work with me. So, ergo I'd have basically no hours or clients. Pretty sure they blackballed me for some reason. The reason most big companies only say, X worked here from June to July and made X amount of dollars, is because saying anything else can be perceived by a jury as slander. The statement has to be false, but I'm pretty sure a jury gets to decide whether it's true or false. I would definitely reach out to an employment lawyer. Any chance for you to investigate? If yes, crush them. You were definitely sabotaged. IDK what recourse you have though. If your new employer falls for that stuff, maybe it's best you didn't get to work there. If my boss is a dick, I just tell I'm going to work for a larger rival company, even if I'm not. Important. 1. Email the new employer saying you are slightly confused by their reasons to cancel the role. Ask them if they can share what the concerning information is so you can at least try to explain. Be friendly here and don't mention or even hint at legal action. 2a. They might not tell you the reason, but you need in writing that they have received information from somewhere which they are hiding from you. Or 2b. They respond telling you the dirt that your current employer has sent them. 3. Reach out to a lawyer that specializes in employment law. Sit back and enjoy the free monies. Note: of course it could be that you are a well-known a-hole, nonce criminal, and a quick Google search of your name would have ruined it for you. But I'll leave that to you to work out. If you are in the USA and you can prove that your current company contacted your prospective company and said anything positive or negative about you, it's 100% against the law. There's almost nothing you can legally say in the US as an employer about a current or former employee other than verifying work dates, position, not salary, and if they are rehirable. That's pretty much it if you don't want the labor board dropping a Mack truck on your business. Literally even beaming about an employee saying how amazeballs they were could still get you in trouble as an employer. I share your experience. Back when I applied to another company, I used my previous company boss as a reference. Did software dev work alongside him all the while maintaining, refactoring existing project. I did a lot of changes to the company. Figure that the boss would do me some good and refer to me kindly. Alas, he say bad things about me. New company soup used this complaint to reject me despite me able to answer everything in multiple phase of interview. After rejection, was aiming for leading tech role. Their reasoning is due to I have no experience on their particular language. Even though I am experienced in 3 or 4 other languages and picking up yet another OOP language is no big deal. I told them to get me in non-lead role and see how I perform within a year and decide then whether I fit what I want. Got the job. Same compensation as what I want, albeit without lead role. After some time I found out that my previous company boss had been reviewing me badly during the reference. It makes me a little disappointed. Personally talk to him and ask him for reference and he was all cool and so on. Jokes on them. I retired after resigning. This happened many years ago, so I don't remember all the specifics. But at my old job, a girl in my department knew a girl in a different department who left, and someone, either HR or her old boss, had called her new company and dragged her. Her new boss told her about it and somehow a lawsuit was threatened. My boss and the two in my department both hated my guts. So when I left I didn't tell anyone at all where I was going. That place was so toxic I actually quit a full-time salaried gig to freelance. And I even used a pen name so my old job couldn't find me and wreck things somehow. Pretty much everyone from that job is blocked on every platform possible. Even all these years later. You shouldn't in general, but also what company listens to your former employer afterwards like that? People should know sour grapes when they hear it. Thankfully when I put in my notice last year my new company was not a direct competitor. Out of state, and they had no way to contact my new manager. I could have told them everything and nothing could be done. So sorry this happened. I know someone who couldn't get into a artistic club BC his former grad teacher chatted badly about him. I resigned from a job and went directly to the direct competitor. I felt if I didn't tell them, they would know sooner than later. So I thought the ethical thing was to tell them and assure that I wouldn't use any critical information to hurt them whatsoever. Stealing clients, etc. They were not happy, but I'm glad I was transparent. Things didn't go well in my new company and was laid off within 6 months. I did some freelance stuff from them, and eventually found another job, but I'm still a good partner with them. Pretty sure they blackballed me for some reason. Because they're horrible people. They exist. Why would you tell your employer where you're going to begin with? Even before worrying about whatever this was. What the hell do they need to know for? I'm leaving. That's all you need to know. Never reveal. They are your coworkers, not your friends. I had a situation happen as well. And for the life of me I was depressed once I realized I was being made a villain to my new employer. I think you meant ergo, not argo. I see a lot of these posts. Is this something that occurs in lower-level employment environments? Obviously. Better yet, give them a false destination. It's happened to me before. I blocked everyone in the old company that I thought would try that on social media. And wouldn't tell anyone else there where I was working. A month into the job their name popped on up the office's caller ID and they hung up before I could answer. 2 days later, all of a sudden I wasn't a good fit, and the new place was ready to get rid of me. 14 months later, I was a project consultant and fired those people off of the biggest project they'd ever been on. And that was a fun domino effect.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.